Have you ever wondered why almost every American house has a garage, even when the owners use it as a storage unit for holiday decorations rather than a place to park their cars? Or have you ever paused to think why homes across the United States are predominantly made of wood instead of the stone or concrete structures that define so much of European architecture? Why does every neighborhood seem to feature identical mailboxes standing like silent sentinels at the edge of the street? And why are basements an absolute staple in the Midwest, while being practically non-existent in the humid, swampy soils of the South? Today, we are pulling back the curtain on the hidden logic behind American homes. We are going to dissect the building codes, the cultural shifts, and the economic pressures that have shaped the American living experience. By the end of this journey, you will never look at a suburban street or a residential construction site the same way again. To understand American homes, we must first look at the skeleton of the house itself. If you walk onto a residential construction site in the United States, you will be struck by the sound of nail guns firing like machine guns. You are witnessing the miracle of wood framing. Unlike many parts of the world where masonry is the standard, American homes are built primarily using dimensional lumber, specifically 2x4s and 2x6s. This method, known as stick framing, became the gold standard after the Industrial Revolution because it allowed for rapid construction. It is incredibly efficient, relatively inexpensive, and highly flexible, allowing architects to create complex layouts that would be prohibitively expensive to execute in concrete. When a tree is felled and milled into a stud, it becomes a modular unit that can be easily handled by a single carpenter. This speed is the engine of the American housing market. A house that takes months to frame in masonry can be framed in days with wood. But the real magic happens once the frame is covered. This leads us to the ubiquitous interior wall finish drywall. If you live in the United States, you are likely surrounded by it right now. Drywall, or gypsum board, is a sandwich of gypsum plaster pressed between two thick sheets of paper. Before its widespread adoption in the mid-20th century, homes were finished with lath and plaster, a labor-intensive process that required skilled craftsmen to trowel wet mud onto wooden strips. Drywall replaced this with a system of large, lightweight panels that can be screwed directly into the wood studs. It is fire-resistant, easy to repair, and provides a smooth, flat surface for paint. However, it is also the bane of the amateur DIYer, as achieving a perfectly seamless finish at the joints requires a level of finesse with mud and tape that separates the professionals from the novices. It is the canvas upon which every American homeowner paints their personal style, yet it remains one of the most overlooked components of home value. But that is not even the most surprising feature of the American home. Let us talk about the garage. In the United States, the attached garage is more than just a place to park a vehicle. It is a cultural icon. Following the post-World War II boom, when the automobile became the primary mode of transportation, the garage migrated from being a detached structure at the back of the lot to being an integrated part of the home's facade. It provides a climate-controlled transition from the car to the house, which is a luxury during the harsh winters of the Northeast or the sweltering summers of the Southwest. Because these spaces are often oversized, they have evolved into the primary storage centers of the American household. It is here that we keep the lawnmowers, the bicycles, the seasonal gear, and the overflow of life. From a construction standpoint, the garage is also the easiest part of the house to expand or renovate, making it a favorite for homeowners looking to convert space into a home gym or a workshop. Speaking of maintenance and organization, as you navigate the complexities of home ownership or perhaps even manage a contracting business, you know that keeping track of every detail can be a full-time job. Whether you are managing estimates, tracking expenses, or scheduling appointments, the sheer volume of data can be overwhelming. By the way, if you are a contractor or a homeowner trying to stay organized with your personal projects, have you heard about Invoice1Pro.net? It is a streamlined platform designed to help you organize your estimates, invoices, expenses, and customer communication in one centralized, intuitive place. It removes the friction from the business side of construction and maintenance, allowing you to focus on the work itself. If you are curious about how it can simplify your life, leave a comment below, and we will gladly grant you 3 months of free access so you can test it for yourself. Now, let us move inside to a feature that is arguably the most American of all, the open floor plan. Historically, homes were built with distinct walled-off rooms, a kitchen for cooking, a dining room for eating, and a living room for socializing. This was done for thermal efficiency, as keeping a single room warm with a fireplace was far easier than heating an entire house. However, as central heating and cooling systems, or HVAC systems, became standard, the need for these barriers evaporated. Today, the kitchen, dining, and living areas flow into one another, creating a massive, airy space that functions as the heart of the home. This shift has changed the way families interact. The cook is no longer isolated in the kitchen. They are part of the conversation happening in the living room. It makes the home feel significantly larger than it is, and allows for natural light to penetrate deep into the interior, turning smaller footprints into grand, inviting spaces. Tied to this open concept is the kitchen island. Once a rarity, the island is now the centerpiece of the modern American kitchen. It serves as a prep station, a dining table, a homework desk, and a social hub. It is the physical manifestation of the kitchen's new role as the social center of the house. Most islands are equipped with electrical outlets, which are mandated by the National Electrical Code for safety and convenience, ensuring that your blender or laptop is always within reach. This brings us to another critical aspect of American home safety, the GFCI outlet. You have certainly seen these. They are the outlets with the small test and reset buttons, usually found in kitchens, bathrooms, and near sinks. They are designed to cut off power in a fraction of a second if they detect a ground fault, preventing electrocution. It is a small piece of engineering that has saved countless lives, and it is a perfect example of how American building codes prioritize safety above all else. While we are talking about safety, we must mention the smoke and carbon monoxide detectors. In the United States, these are not optional. They are strictly required by code in every bedroom and on every level of the home. They are often hardwired into the house's electrical system with a battery backup, ensuring that even if the power goes out, the alarm will still sound. Many newer homes even have interconnected systems where if one detector sounds, they all sound, providing an early warning that can be the difference between life and death. It is a feature that homeowners often ignore until the battery starts chirping, but it is one of the most vital components of the modern residential infrastructure. Now let us step outside for a moment. You might have noticed that American suburban streets are lined with wide driveways and large front lawns. This is a vestige of the city planning philosophies of the mid-20th century, which prioritized space, privacy, and the American dream of home ownership with a patch of green. The front lawn is a social contract. It represents a commitment to the neighborhood's aesthetic. This is where the Homeowners Association, or HOA, comes into play. HOAs are private organizations that manage common areas and enforce rules about everything from the color of your front door to the height of your grass. While they can be controversial, they are designed to protect property values by ensuring that your neighbor doesn't paint their house neon green or leave a rusted car on their lawn. For many, this provides a sense of security and order that is highly valued in the American landscape. When you look at the exterior of an American home, you are likely looking at vinyl siding or asphalt shingles. Vinyl siding revolutionized the housing market in the 1970s. It is durable, requires virtually no painting, and can be cleaned with a simple power wash. It is the ultimate low-maintenance exterior. Similarly, asphalt shingles are the most common roofing material in the U.S. Because they are incredibly cost-effective and easy to install. They are designed to withstand a wide range of climates, from the heavy snows of the north to the blistering sun of the south. While they don't have the longevity of slate or tile, they are the backbone of affordable housing, allowing families to protect their homes from the elements without the massive financial burden of premium roofing materials. Let us go beneath the surface quite literally to discuss basements and crawl spaces. In regions with deep frost lines, like the Midwest and the Northeast, basements are standard because builders have to dig deep footings to prevent the house from shifting during the freeze-thaw cycle. They might as well dig a little further and create a full basement. It provides a massive amount of storage or living space at a relatively low marginal cost. However, in the South, where the soil is often saturated and the water table is high, basements are rare. Instead, you will find crawl spaces. These are shallow areas beneath the house that provide access to plumbing and electrical systems. They are essential for maintenance, but they require careful ventilation to prevent moisture buildup and mold, which is a constant battle in humid climates. Understanding whether your home has a slab, a crawl space, or a basement is crucial for any homeowner, as it dictates how you manage moisture, insulation, and foundation health. And then there is the laundry room. In many countries, the washing machine is located in the kitchen, tucked away under a counter. In the United States, the laundry room is a dedicated space, often located near the bedrooms where the dirty clothes originate, or in a basement or garage. This reflects the American preference for dedicated utility spaces. A laundry room isn't just for washing, it is for folding, ironing, and storing cleaning supplies. It is a room that is often neglected in terms of design, but it is one of the most functional spaces in the entire house. It represents the American desire for efficiency and the separation of chores from the living and entertaining areas of the home. We also have to talk about the garbage disposal. To a visitor from Europe or Asia, the idea of a machine that grinds up food waste and sends it down the kitchen drain can seem bizarre, if not downright terrifying. But in the United States, it is a staple of the kitchen sink. It was invented to make waste management easier and to reduce the amount of organic trash that ends up in the garbage bin, which in turn reduces odors and pest problems. It is a simple, effective piece of plumbing engineering that has become so ingrained in the culture that most Americans wouldn't know how to handle a kitchen without one. The key to maintaining a disposal is simple. Don't put fibrous materials like celery or grease down there, and always run plenty of water. It is a small convenience that drastically changes how we deal with daily household waste. Another feature that defines the American interior is the walk-in closet. In the mid-20th century, as homes grew in size, the small reach-in closet was replaced by the walk-in. It is a symbol of the American abundance of belongings. We have clothes for every season, every sport, and every occasion, and we need the space to store them. A walk-in closet is often attached to the primary bedroom, creating a private suite that provides a sense of luxury and organization. It is one of the most requested features by prospective home buyers, and it is a primary driver of home layout design. From a construction perspective, it is just a small room, but from a quality of life perspective, it is one of the most appreciated features in the house. Let us not forget the ceiling fan. If you walk into a bedroom in the south or the west, you will almost certainly see a ceiling fan spinning overhead. While air conditioning is the primary method of cooling, ceiling fans are an incredibly efficient way to make a room feel cooler by creating a wind chill effect. They consume a fraction of the energy that an air conditioner does, making them a smart, eco-friendly addition to any room. They are also a great way to circulate air, which helps prevent stagnant spots in large open rooms. Whether it is a simple 3-blade fan or a complex model with integrated lighting, it is a fixture that pays for itself in energy savings within a few short years. Finally, we must touch upon the American garbage collection system. It is a marvel of logistics. In most neighborhoods, the city provides large, standardized plastic bins, often one for trash and one for recycling, that are designed to be picked up by automated trucks. These trucks have a mechanical arm that grabs the bin, lifts it over the cab, and dumps it into the hopper, all without the driver ever leaving the seat. It is a system designed for speed, safety, and efficiency. It is the reason why, even in a neighborhood of hundreds of homes, the trash is cleared away in a matter of hours. It is a testament to the American focus on infrastructure and the desire to make the mundane parts of life as seamless as possible. As we look back at these 15 features, a pattern emerges. American homes are built for speed, efficiency, and comfort. They are designed to be flexible, allowing for modifications as families grow and change. They prioritize safety and convenience, often utilizing technology and standardized systems to make the daily experience of living in a home as effortless as possible. Whether it is the wood framing that allows for rapid construction, the open floor plans that encourage social interaction, or the hidden safety features like GFCI outlets and smoke detectors, every element of an American home has a story. They are not just buildings. They are a reflection of a culture that values autonomy, comfort, and the pursuit of a better way to live. When you start to look at your own home or the homes of your neighbors with this new perspective, you begin to see the logic behind the layout. You see the utility in the wide driveway, the necessity of the crawl space, and the genius of the kitchen island. You realize that what might seem like a strange quirk is actually a solution to a specific problem, refined over decades of trial and error. The American home is a complex machine, a living organism that evolves alongside the people who inhabit it. It is a fascinating subject, one that continues to change as new technologies and new lifestyle trends emerge. The way we build our homes is the way we build our society. It is about creating spaces that support our values and our aspirations, from the foundation to the roof. From the electrical wiring to the landscaping, every detail matters. Understanding these systems is the key to becoming a better homeowner, a more knowledgeable contractor, and a more observant citizen of the world. It is about appreciating the craftsmanship and the thought that goes into the places we call home. If you found this exploration of American homes interesting, please subscribe to our channel for more videos that dive deep into the world of construction, home improvement, and the fascinating business behind building and maintaining the spaces we live in. We are committed to bringing you the most detailed, accurate, and engaging content about the built environment. And remember, if you are a professional or a homeowner looking for a better way to manage your projects, check out invoice1pro.net. Leave a comment below if you want to try it out with 3 months of free access, and we will show you exactly how to get started. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the American home. We hope you have learned something new today, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video as we continue to uncover the hidden stories behind the structures that shape our lives. Keep building, keep learning, and keep looking closer at the world around you. There is always something new to discover, even in the house you have lived in your entire life. Until next time.